Your brown skin looks so unique.
To have charisma, talent, you had to have good training. You know, you had to.
It wasn't really about popularity.
No, not at all. I started off in the 90s. The 90s was the greatest time to be an actor because all you had to do was audition and be a really good actor. And now an actor has to create their own content, be the lead in their own content, spend money doing that, get followers.
Which we were talking about because I was saying I wanted to start as an actor, and then auditions and stuff. I was like, I don't want to say someone else's words. And
and I said, then create your own content because that's what we're looking for now. Right. That's what mid-level producers are looking for, is somebody who already has a following, because there's so much content, you know, and they want to attract
all the
eyeballs.
Ideas are already out there.
Well, there's no new ideas. That's why if you create your own story, you know, that your story matters is one of my monikers, one of my hashtags. Your story matters. If you tell your own story and don't sensationalize it, that's interesting, and nobody will have your story.
Yeah.
So you don't want to make stuff that other people have done. What?
You said sensationalize.
Yes.
And it just reminds me of a quote from my third grade librarian who said, "Never let the truth stand in the way of a good story."
Yeah, was that the same thing? Is that the truth is more interesting than.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going? We're live. How's it going, everyone? We're checking in. This is yet another episode of the Dinner Club. We got some live entertainment going on upstairs, but right now we're joined by extraordinaire
Kathy Reinhardt. Did I say that right?
No.
I can't. Well, listen.
The Henny's talking right now.
I know, and I like naturally kind of slur everything together because
that was no slur. That was just a misprint. That was just a different name. There was no slur.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, so the librarian, I mean, the truth is really all we need.
Never let the truth stand in the way of a good story. She was saying, embellish, lie, make a spectacle.
No, because that's what we're not moved by that anymore. We're moved by, you know, like Hollywood is doing the big movies and they're sensationalizing, but you don't have the budget that can compete with that. Yeah. So telling your own story will get you, like Issa Rae is a good example. Yeah. She started telling her own story, Awkward Black Girl. She made her own web series. She didn't wait for anyone to give her money to do it. She was on the motivational college speaking tour, and that's how she made money to make the original web series. So and it took a long time for HBO to finally get it on the air. But
forever.
I mean, that's how forever.
And it was a different.
Yeah, because it wasn't as raw.
I mean?
Yeah, it's not as raw. But I love both shows. I love Insecure. I love
both shows.
I love both shows that she produced. But yeah, it's slicker, definitely. Yeah. And she has better clothing now.
And sometimes concerning diet, but that's fine.
Yeah.
She gets a little bone thin.
Yeah, I don't agree with any of that, so. But actresses don't really have to be that, like it used to be in the 90s with Friends. It used to be a size 0 you had to be. That's not the case. Rachel Bloom, Lena Dunham, Issa Rae even. I mean, you don't really have to be a size 0 anymore, which is a great change.
Yeah.
People look normal.
Lizzo is out here just performing everywhere.
Yeah.
That's fire. So how did you get into this in the 90s? Like, how did this all start for you?
Well, I've always worked with actors. I was a theater major at UCLA. I love directing actors and plays, and I wanted to make more money because theater doesn't make make very much money.
Right.
So I thought, I can be a casting director because they direct actors, and sometimes it's the only time they're directed because a lot of times on the set there's no time. There's so much technology. They're worried about everything else, and there's no time to actually direct the actors. So
Right.
we help get them to where they should be in order to get that job.
Okay, wait. I had no idea that there was all that went into it. Like,
Yeah,
I knew
it's a
casting
lot.
director, but I didn't know you were cultivating.
Yes, we bring people in to audition. I mean, now there's self-tapes, especially in Atlanta, but that's another story. I don't like that. But you have to come into a room and we have to like direct you.
Yeah.
Because how are you supposed to know what we're looking for or what to do? Most times actors come in and they want to be someone they're not. They want to put on this character, but
Right.
that's really not what we're looking for. We're looking for somebody to be authentically them in that situation.
I had to audition as a quarterback once. Didn't work out.
What? I mean,
Just saying.
I don't even know what to say to that, but what was it for? What?
I don't know. I didn't get it.
So anyway,
Anyway,
sorry. Non-spoiler.
I have a question.
okay.
Do you think I could be an actor?
I do.
Because
I do.
I'm in the new age, like with the millennials. We do like Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
I've got over 1 million followers on
Yeah.
my Facebook. Shout out to them. I made a name for myself, producing my own stuff, but I have never like been on a Hollywood set until this year. And even then I was just there. I wasn't like in front of the cameras or anything.
An actor.
But I wouldn't classify myself or consider myself an actor. But based on what you just said, the authenticity is kind of what you guys look for.
Yeah, it is. It depends. Like if you you have to be able to take another person's words and make it your own.
Right.
And there's a skill to that. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have it. I don't know. Like you'd have to practice.
Give me a bit. Let's try it. This is probably gonna be my only chance to like have.
I don't think so. I'm following you on now on Instagram. So, and you can follow me. I post some interesting things about the world that how I see
Where
it.
can
It's
everyone
Kathy
follow you?
Casting. CATHY Casting. Kathy Casting. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. Blah blah blah.
How do you see the world? Glass half full?
I see the world very positively, actually. And I think most people should. To me, it's like, if you're not seeing it positively, then you're in a nihilistic world. And why would you want that? Exactly. Like, I don't want to live that way. So I've always been, I see the darkness. My history, my family history is incredibly dark, but again, I'm living here. So I want to be positive.
Yeah.
So I see the world in that way and I give everybody a chance no matter what. So, like I love walking around Atlanta and taking just pictures of all the art. And art is everywhere. I mean, to me, Atlanta is a beautiful city. It's the only city left in America to live in. It's affordable. It's beautiful. It's clean. There's art everywhere. The people are great. There's a great community, a film community. The acting pool here is as good as in New York and LA. Even
Believe
though
it or not.
Atlanteans, what?
Believe it or not.
Absolutely.
On the record.
Well, yeah, because I think Atlanta actors are thinking they have like an inferiority complex. Like all the leads are coming from LA and New York. And that's not really true because if you were just a normal Joe actor in LA and New York, you're not going to book leads. You have to be a star.
Yeah.
So it's not that. It's just the acting pool here is phenomenal. So I love it here.
Would you encourage people to move to Atlanta?
I do. So I have a book on Amazon, How to Book Acting Jobs in TV and Film. And I just finished my 3rd edition. And I have a whole chapter on where to live. It's either New York, LA, or Atlanta. And I'm really pushing people to come to Atlanta because it is a great city for an artist to live in. You don't have to have 6 jobs. You have to maybe have 3, but it's just a way easier way of life and everything.
So much outlet for expression. Like there's so many
There's
poetry
so
slam
I know.
nights. There's
Yeah.
independent artists. There's Henny House. You know
Right.
what I mean?
There's
Like-
Henny House.
like,
Yeah, thank you. And I'm very new to all of this. Like when I started the Henny House a year ago, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I just wanted to positively invest the money I was making off of like doing videos into a platform for other like influencers. But to have real industry people here and to even give me critique or advice, I'm like super grateful for it. Because if I go to LA, they probably wouldn't even look at me twice.
Well, LA, I was a LA casting director. I'm from LA, but LA is there's just too many people in the pipeline.
Well,
So
yeah,
it's
that's
not,
what I
like,
mean.
we don't
I
have
lived
time
in
to
LA
breathe,
for
so
2 months.
yeah.
North Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I couldn't
I'm very
survive.
familiar. Yeah.
I couldn't survive it. I'm willing to
Yeah.
admit LA didn't work out for me.
It's becoming a very unlivable place. I mean, so I've seen it change over the years. It's really sad, but yeah. So you're in the right place now. I think you have a very distinct personality. So I don't think it would be very much, but you have to be able to memorize lines and do other people's, or you just make your own stuff. Then you don't have to worry about doing other people's lines, and that works a lot.
Bingo.
So how do I get a manager or someone in the industry to help? Because I feel like with me converting, because I'm noticing the movie industry is using the influencer community a lot.
Yeah.
And
But you're one.
That's my community.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, in transitioning from what I do to like doing real movies and memorizing lines and playing actual roles, what steps should I go through? Because, I go to LA and a lot of these guys like pick my brain. When I go around, a lot of the CEOs, they pick my brain and ask me questions. How do you get 50 million views on you baking a chicken in Hennessy? But like, none of them really give me any real step-by-step, like, you should hit up this guy. I know you're not really ready yet, but you should talk to this person, or maybe work on this, go audition for this. You might make this role. Like, I don't feel like I've gotten that shot. But then again, I haven't really tried.
Yeah, I think it's too premature for you to get a manager or an agent. What I think you should do is get your team together, and you probably already have it. A cinematographer, a deep, I guess the same thing.
A DP?
A DP, a director, just your team, your
You
crew.
mean to shoot like my own stuff? I don't have any of that.
You got to start writing it, and it could be just really simple stuff. Just start writing it.
So you mean I have to do like the short films and like the play movies
Just
just
short
to show?
films, or you can do a mini film, 5 minutes, and
But
just make a ton of.
Have you
5
seen how
minutes.
quick I cook? My videos are like 60 seconds long.
But that's a good
cooks
thing.
very
But now
fast.
you got to extend it to 5 minutes.
I don't know how to do any of that. I've never had a DP or a cinematographer. I've never had a
Yeah,
director.
but you know a lot of people. You can get them together.
I don't know anybody.
Oh my gosh, yes, you
I don't know
But
anybody.
you've met all these people doing this. I mean,
They
talk
come
to
in-
Elijah. He's got a production
They
company.
come in, they eat my food, they use my bathroom, they leave.
I haven't even. I had a bag of chips, so I didn't even eat your food.
I'm not cooking today though.
I
It's
brought
another chef. Don't worry.
sparklers.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, but the thing with getting a manager or
that's
an
a real
agent,
question, and I know my
Yeah.
my fan base that are watching me would probably love to see me on a higher level in Hollywood. But
okay, but so if you wanna, you're right. If you want to get on the big stuff that's already happening, all the stuff that's happening here, it's hard to get a manager and agent with a resume that has no acting on it at all. It's just really hard unless you've proven to them you can do it, which would mean making a short micro film, and it could be
Right.
you improvising for 5 minutes.
Put it on IMDb.
I mean, well, I have done production. I have a YouTube channel, but I wouldn't consider it.
I'd have to go look at it.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider it controlled filming though. A lot of my videos are just me walking around the earth terrorizing people
Yeah,
with
well,
Hennessy.
that's kind of what people are looking at. So,
Yeah. I have some ideas. We'll talk about it afterwards. But for anybody else, I know a lot of people follow me. They make videos, they may make music, but they may, in any form, they might create and put out things for the world to see through social media. So I feel like that applies to everybody that's watching, that's involved in just creating your own content.
yeah, it's
She's
important
got
for
the
the world
juice.
to see stories, your real stories.
Yeah. My story was I peeped what you said earlier in the interview. You were saying about the story. Is this food? Food. Are they bringing food to us? This is like some next level service here.
Oh,
We interrupting y'all with food. Yeah, right.
Okay. What kind of food do we have, sir?
Ladies first.
Oh,
This is my favorite
that's so
shirt.
pretty. Oh, I have to take a picture of this.
Thank you.
I have to
Hey,
take a
Hey, we
picture
don't call
of
this
this.
dinner club for no reason. Okay, let's get it.
We invade y'all.
Yo, are these the mini forks?
sir.
Where did you
No,
find?
I actually call those Henny forks.
Yes, Henny forks. Where did you find a fork this small, sir?
Restaurant Depot, Party City.
Oh, look at that.
Kroger has them too.
Adorable.
This is a really small. This is like a fork I would feed a baby with.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel. Thank you very much,
Do you
sir.
often feed babies?
I don't. I hold a couple, but
You've
never
fed
feed them.
Nerve-wracking.
Really good.
Thank you. Y'all enjoy it.
It's delicious.
This is the craziest. This is like a really weird setup you've got. I gotta admit.
Well, I'm
Thank
hoping you
you.
can maybe hook me up with a couple cool staff members, because we're definitely still like a mom and pop operation from a standpoint of this is like still a real house, and there's still.
Do you live here?
Yeah.
Or do you rent it?
No, I live here.
Okay.
And my staff lives here as well. However, a couple of them are out of town.
So you have
However,
a
no
staff?
excuses. We still, I do have a staff, but none of them are DPs. None of them are cinematographers.
Can't you hook up? I mean, talk to Elijah. Talk to anybody you know that makes stuff. Can't you?
I actually don't know Elijah.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, you don't?
No.
Okay, kiddo, is this live?
I'm playing. I'm just meeting everybody recently.
Okay.
So I'll still consider myself knowing nobody because, like, I'm an introvert. So, like, I'm not good at building. I'm like that guy that's, like, really hard to, like, keep in contact with because I just suck at keeping in contact with people.
Wow, you're super interesting. I just had this image of the story you would tell in your 5 minutes is you've got this persona where you wear the way you've got this really interesting persona, but in fact you're an introvert, and you have people come to your house like you're a dichotomy, and that's super interesting.
That's my real life, though. Like, my real life is I wake up in the morning, I drink Hennessy. My passion is connecting people. So the fact that I can, like, connect everybody, that's what the Henny House is about. Everybody can enjoy shots of Hennessy, great food, good music. That's kind of like my vision for the Henny House. But me as a personal person, I'm kind of like, hey, welcome to the Henny House. Hey, welcome to the Henny House. But I don't.
But you're an introvert.
Yeah, I hang out in my room and I play Apex Legends and drink Hennessy and come up with recipes for.
How come we ain't never played Apex Legends?
You play Apex? All right, let's get it. Later on tonight.
So how do you make your money? Because we didn't have to pay. Like, so
I don't make my money being an extrovert. That's the other one, right? It's introvert and extrovert. Okay. I don't make my money being an extrovert.
I'm an extroverted introvert. Like, crazy, look at me. But once I have my fill of people, I get very like, nobody's talk to me. I can't. Give me my dog and Netflix.
Yeah. I mean, you could do a little film. Like, maybe I'll write it for you. I'm a really good writer. I don't know. It feels like I want to write something where it showcases both of you, like, these characters, and then, like, how you are when you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody's like that. They've got this life outside. They've got this persona they've made. But then when they're by themselves with their dog or by themselves, they have a much different life. Because everybody feels like they're not big, because everybody can do what you're doing.
Yeah.
But they just don't feel it because when they're by themselves,
I
they
find-
feel like losers and that they're
I
like
find
introvert.
that the craziest thing. Like, I have a friend who lives to travel, but will not really spend time cultivating an Instagram following or anything like that because he's just like, that's not possible. That's not real. And I'm like, no, like, travel companies will give you money to go. Like, you're going anyways.
Yeah, because do you do stuff to make money or do you do stuff just because you enjoy? Like, I cast, I haven't made a lot of money casting, actually, because we're below the line. Like, we get normal, not a lot of money. So I don't own property. I drive a Ford Focus now.
I've lived in or worked in production my entire life. So.
Yeah, I mean, production is really hellacious. It's taken a lot of my life away. But still, I have great credits and I can live off that now. I'm running an acting studio. And I also do a spoken word event every other month at Apre Diem. It's spoken word. It's not only poetry, but it's short stories, stand-up, rap, a bunch of
Oh my
stuff.
God, I totally have
I'm
to
doing
come.
that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's a really good event. So that's August 10th is the next one.
Very cool.
Yeah, so.
It's interesting that you said what you said about being an introvert and, like, having a personality. It's crazy because, like, when I do my videos, I'm always by myself anyway. So I feel like I'm the same person all the time. I just feel like that. It might not be that way in actuality, but I feel like I'm the same person all the time. I don't feel like I sell the vision or the dream of me being an extrovert.
But you dress like not like, do you go to the market?
I have to look like a school shooter to be like an introvert.
No, but you go to the market in your robe.
Yeah, because I'm comfortable.
The
it doesn't
first
have,
time I came here, he gave me the full tour, and then he said, "And this is my closet. I only wear
Okay,
robes
that is super interesting.
and slides."
Yeah, I have a closet of robes. I don't own clothes.
I mean, that's so interesting.
I went to court in a robe. I was the most comfortable person in jail.
I was
Like,
Okay, that's the title of something. I was the most comfortable person in jail.
yeah, but I'm the same all the time. You know, I'm
Are you
not
really?
Yeah, seriously. People think it's like a character until they follow me for 2 years and they're like, this guy's still holding it. But it's really just me. It's really just me.
Well, again, when you get a role, you know, with lines, you'd just be who you are. You wouldn't
Right.
change anything.
Do you have any lines I can read? Can I like be a fake actor?
Like a cold reading? You can't, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have any lines on me. I didn't bring any scripts. But
All right. I'll read the back of this bottle. Only the most expressive and distinctive Edive are selected and then carefully matured and blended to create Hennessy very special. Savor its unique blend of warm, full-blooded flavors, neat on ice or with a mixer. www.hennessy.com. Imported by Moet Hennessy.
So here's the thing about, like, if you come in for a casting director, you can't just be reading. It is, you have to connect with me or the other person you're reading the scene with. Like, you have to be able to connect, because scene work is a relationship between you and the other person.
Right.
So you have to.
So
create
that was
that
voice
chemistry.
acting. Okay, so
That was just reading off a label.
so can I be the spokesperson for this cup?
I'd rather, if you want to be in big movies, it'd be better if you could, you know, get a scene. I don't know. Take a class from me. Do you want to take a class from me?
I don't even know what a
Take a
class
class.
is. I'm down, yeah.
The class is in Atlanta at the King Plows Art Center.
Oh, love.
And this is another
Yeah.
thing. This is another
I'm a
thing I need your
West
help with.
Midtowner myself.
And I think they do this. They do this to me on purpose. And when I say they, I mean my team. Every time I have people come here, they tell me absolutely nothing about any of the people.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, did you even you didn't know who I was?
Absolute. They give me no backstory on anybody, no cast list, no.
Go Google me and you will see.
Yeah, no, but it's an energy thing. I respected you from the moment you walked in, but I'm saying just in general, they don't give me any kind of like backstory. They just let me drink Hennessy
And just go with it.
yeah, like that's my real life. So but I loved having you on the show, and thank you for being on the show. Do you have any advice for aspiring actors, people that take it seriously and that live for acting and would want to be an actor one day, a famous actor?
I think you have to practice it every day, whether that's doing scenes with your friends and putting yourself on tape every day. I mean, I do think you have to be in a class, but probably Cardi B was never in a class that she's doing right now. So I don't know.
But she's playing a stripper.
Right. I mean, you know, Cardi B's
Not a
like
huge stretch.
you know, she's like the best example of. So maybe you don't have to take classes. You know, I don't know.
I'll take your class. It's probably far from here, huh? 40 minutes?
It's in West Midtown.
That's not too bad.
I could do private
Wow,
coaching.
West
I could come up
Midtown.
here. I could do private coaching.
I'm down. I have the backstory now. I'm not just getting blindsided by people.
Right. No, I do private coaching. I mean, my website for that is rankingactingcoach.com if you want to go and look.
And check
But
her
I
out.
would drive up here, you know,
Coach.com.
and pay for the 3-session package.
Absolutely.
And I would just give you scenes ahead of time, and then I would do them with you like I would in an audition, just to see how you are with it. I mean, you might be just a natural. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The type of person I am, I'm a very low effort person, and I mean that in a standpoint of if I'm not good at something initially, I put absolutely no further effort into it.
I would say you're a straight shooter.
I'm a straight shooter. I never successfully been to a job interview. They've never even called me in.
Really?
I've never even made it that far. I filled out a bunch of applications when I was 16, 17, but I never actually even got called in for
Then
one.
acting might not be for you because you do have to put effort. Like, let's say you got a
No,
manager.
what I'm saying is how you said a natural. If there's something there, they'll know within the first 60 seconds, the first class, whatever. What I'm saying is I'm not that guy that's trash at something that's like trying to really do it. So I would come in and I would audition, or I would do a class, I would try to do something, and I would kind of be myself and hope that it's meant to be. Because if it's meant to be, then I'm going to put the effort in and I'm going to be the greatest of all time. I'm the second most Google chef in the world, and I have friends that cook more than me. I have people that went to culinary school, you know, that ask me for like advice.
Second most Google
Yeah, next to Gordon Ramsay.
Congratulations.
But Gordon Ramsay has
Restaurant.
5 years plus on me. So
Yeah.
I fuck with Gordon. I really want to meet him one day. That's like one of my big goals.
Dope.
So
I think that'll
Yeah,
happen
I don't
for
know,
you.
I don't know what to say to you right now because you're the kind of actor that I would hate.
oh my God.
Because you're not going to put out any effort. It's just going to happen. But that's how
That's
it's
not
happening
that's
now.
not what I mean. What I mean is
Well, you just said
I
that
have
you wouldn't
to-
put out any effort if like you weren't good.
no,
the
if
first
I
time.
if I went in and I sucked,
Yeah.
I would just leave and say, okay, this isn't for me.
Yeah,
If
so-
I came in and they're like, you know what, you need to work on this and this, but you're fucking, you're a natural, you're good.
Okay.
You got a starting point. It's like being a boxer. If I box my first 3 matches and I lose all 3 of them, I'm not gonna keep boxing. You know what I mean?
But
That's
you
kind of
have
what I
to
mean.
master something because a boxer doesn't become a boxer after 3 matches. They've trained for a long time.
Yeah, but a lot of them put on the gloves the first time and they got a knockout. That's what I'm saying.
Well, what
I'm going
about
for the
your
knockout the first
videos?
fight. Huh?
Did you make one video and it went viral and that was it?
Yeah, I started cooking a week before I had millions of views on my videos. And when I say
That's just God.
You're like, I mean,
and when I say started cooking, I don't mean like for the first time in my life. I mean on a consistent basis. Because I was the kid when I was at school and like at home, come home from school, nobody wanted me to cook for them. So me doing videos and tutorials on cooking was like my outlet. Like, oh, well, this is how I cook, guys. You guys like it? Boom. Millions of views. Like, what? You guys like this? Oh, shit. It was like one of those.
crazy.
So that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, if I do something, like I'm a musician as well, people really enjoy my music. If people didn't enjoy my music, I probably wouldn't be doing music. So I try to do things that come
What
naturally.
about doing things for yourself?
I do things for myself.
Yeah. So fuck.
But
what
when I
everyone
do,
else thinks.
it's not about what other people think. It's
Because the
just,
things that you've been doing for yourself seem to be working.
yeah, I want to act, but if I suck, I'm not
Boy,
gonna try.
You
That's all I'm
better
saying.
get in this class.
I'm gonna take the class.
well, I should probably come up and do private sessions with you, honestly, because I don't want you having to drive down there and be with other people.
Yeah,
So,
and I take criticism really well. Like if I suck, you can just tell.
well, I'm very honest. Are we?
Yeah.
Is this recording?
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I've been sort of like.
No, you're fine.
It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I should come up here and do private coaching with you and just check it and just see, if there's anything.
Because I'm curious, just like everybody else is. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a curiosity. Like, would I be a good actor? And then I see myself on camera. Like, nope. Okay, never mind. It's
I mean,
one of those
I've
things.
never told anyone don't do this.
Yeah.
Never. But I will be honest with you. So
You've never
All
said
right.
maybe this isn't for you.
it would have to be a person that was more in anguish about it. If somebody was in anguish about it.
Lance, do you think I would be good in acting? This is my manager, by the way.
You have a manager then.
Not for this.
Okay.
This is for streaming and stuff.
For script, non-scripted stuff,
For script, what about scripted?
anything is possible.
Yeah. I tried to get her to give me a line though, but it doesn't work like that. I gotta come to the class. I started reading a Hennessy bottle, and then that turned into voice acting. That wasn't really like acting.
It was a little voiceover, and I'm not sure I
Yeah.
would have bought it.
It was like some ASMR shit.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Well,
thank you for coming on the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Dinner Club, and we're out.
And I'm gonna finish this.
it's so good. That's very.
Alexa, turn off podcast.
Oh my gosh, the shrimp.
And now we're back to regular lighting.
Yay!
Regular lighting. What about regular life? Like, do I have to put on like, am I myself now?
There's
or?
no regular life at the Henny House.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same all the time though.
Do you know John Papsadera?
Yeah. We're not friends or anything, but he does amazing stuff.
Insane stuff.
Yeah.
I worked with his wife on Dancing with the Stars and had like.
Oh, what did you do on Dancing with the Stars? I love that show.
So I was just a talent assistant,
Oh.
but I have like a huge personality. So Mel B was like my first talent, and I was
wow.
so excited. And we would just sing Spice Girls songs to each other all day long. So we became friends. And then the next season, I got to pick my talent, and I said, "I want that Kim Kardashian," and they were like, "Are you